Welcome back, beautiful beloveds, to our 21 day soul cleansing journey. Welcome on. I'm going to go ahead and give some people some time to tune in. Hopefully, you'll be able to see me okay a little bit better. This lighting. Let me see if I can fix this. Hold on one moment. I'm going to turn this on and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, a little bit. It's still a little bright. That's just the sunshine behind me. But I'm going to give it a few minutes, let people tune in, let people come in. I know YouTube is going through it right now with Mercury in retrograde. So people trying to get the notifications, people trying to like. Here comes Tony saying hello. So I hope everyone is doing okay. It's like trying to figure out why I've used his scratch post as a place to post up all my tea. Actually, that's something I wanted to talk to us about as well. I was going to talk about. Oh, look at him. So while he's trying to use his scratch post, let me go ahead and just give some announcements before we tap in for today's soul cleansing journey. This is my Femrims herbal fruit infused handcrafted tea. I have two flavors, berry mint chamomile and mango ginger yerba mate. So if this is something that these are my favorite things, tea, tarot, and baths. So one thing that I love to be able to do as I'm channeling for spirit is also providing nourishment and aura cleansing herbal baths, salts. So something about my teas is that they all are fruit infused. I also include adaptogens like alfalfa and turmeric for our bodies support our body's needs. It helps with supporting with muscle recovery. It helps support with arthritis. It helps support with just our body's needs as well as immunity and our skin our skin health as well. So my mango ginger yerba mate is a very, very delicious tea that has very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Energizing properties here. Welcome on. Glad you're here, Saint Chin. Hi. This tea here is so wonderful for energy throughout the day. If you like tea, if you like green tea, it's a South American green tea. It's very fragile. I won't go into all the details because that's for my DIY tutorials, and this is a 21-day soul cleansing journey. So I won't go into all the properties of it. However, the Thrive Mango Ginger Yerba Mate is great for the day for energizing, and it doesn't give you that crash, and it's really delicious with mangoes and pineapples and oranges and safflowers. And then the berry mint chamomile is wonderful for night. I give it to my son every night for nighttime. I don't know if you can kind of see the lighting of it, but it has elderberries. It has elderberries, apples, hibiscus, rose hips, blueberries. It is really delicious with the peppermint and spearmint blends, as well as the chamomile to help calm and soothe your mind and body. So that's something that I do offer with my tea and tarot soul session. So if that's something that you are interested ever in, also during this soul cleansing journey, if you miss a day, you can purchase a replay for the days individually for 12/12. If you miss or if you know you're not going to be able to catch the lives and you want the replay for the full 21 day, or if you just want to be able to listen back whenever you please, then that is available for purchase for $21.12. And then if you also would like to invest in your own individual personal extended messages from Spirit for yourself, I am offering a weekly personal extended reading for you as well. That is something that is fairly a new addition that I was kind of thinking about with Spirit. And so that is included in the weekly extended reading for the collective, as well as getting a replay for the entire series. And it does come with a loose leaf handcrafted tea. Tony says, you guys got to get it. That is available for $2.12. So if that is something that you are interested in, definitely let me know. You can cash up or Venmo me, but my information is in the description box below. We'll get into today's day 2 about visionary leadership. And then if you are interested in just the tea or the bath salts individually, they do run on retail for $15 individually, but I have a holiday special right now for 2 for $20. So you can mix and match that with tea and bath salts. So, all right, that's my little fun shameless plug here of announcements. But let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Yes, thank you. Ooh, let's get a nice, good heart chakra activation here. And thank you, Spirit, for being with us today as we move into our second day of the soul cleansing journey. As we tap into our visionary future timelines, as our visionary leadership, may we find the answers, the guidance that you have to give us. And thank you so much for being with us. Amen, Ashe, Namaste. If you are just joining me here for this soul cleansing journey, the purpose and mission is to live freely, fully, and deeply in conscious love. To heal the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love is my personal mission here on Earth and with my channel Princess Leah 888. And so during this soul cleansing journey, we are tapping into our fullest self, our most authentic self, and our highest timeline. We are going to take this first week, I should say, moving, releasing, clearing, and awakening to the disempowering thoughts, the disempowering beliefs, so that we can make space for our bliss. So each day I'm going to chat about a little topic of that day's soul journey, and then we'll pull some messages from Spirit, from our Star Child Akashic Tarot, as well as our Beyond Lemuria oracles and our 4 agreements next steps. So yesterday we talked about our history, our story, to understand the importance of where we came from, because where we came from is very, very pertinent to who we are today. And whether it was treacherous and strenuous and painful, whether it was beautiful and bountiful and blissful and all of the above, knowing where we come from before our life began, our lineage, our ancestry, as well as our own experience in this human journey, will help guide us as we recognize how much more powerful and the strength that we have created for our journey. So today we're going to talk about the visionary leadership, meaning what is the next half of our story? Our circumstances in our past is only part one. But now, given the 12/12 portal yesterday, Friday the 13th, that is today, and then we also have our final full moon in Gemini on Sunday the 15th, which Gemini, the tarot that is associated, the tarot card that's associated with Gemini is the Magician. So Spirit is giving us so much opportunity for us to really cultivate and manifest our fullest, deepest, truest selves, to heal that heart space so that we can really tap in, so that we can really fully dive and delve into our fullest capacity, because that's our birthright. And so what is your vision? What is the second half of your journey? You can feel free to share it in the comments in the chat, or just grab a journal and write down, what is the second half of my story? What is the vision that I'm leading? I do believe that anyone and everyone who is tuning into this soul cleansing journey is a visionary leader. You are a chosen, beautiful starseed light worker, child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. So today I invite you to really let your imagination just go wild. That's why I chose to wear this fun shirt that is literally art on a shirt, because I want us to be able to recognize that our life is art, okay? And that we can be creative, and want us to really go abstract with how we see our future, how we see our lives, how we see the abundance that is our birthright. Some things from myself, I feel that as a visionary leader, I have this huge vision of collaborating with the top healers and teachers and visionaries of our communities, so that we can continue to incorporate and encompass and embody conscious love, so that we can raise the vibrational frequencies in this human experience, so that we can enjoy, and so that we can move into a healthier and peaceful and harmonious world. I definitely have a vision of traveling the world, of being able to share my message, share this light, and share my music, share my writing. One of my biggest passions is to write, and in fact, last night I was listening back to the soul cleansing journey, and I felt inspired to really write more of my story, the parts that maybe I've been a little bit too ashamed to write, or afraid to share for, fear of judgment. And so I started sharing it. I started writing it. And, I put it on a platform called Vocal Media, and it's a little small writing platform for aspiring writers to just share your work. And so I don't know if anyone's gonna read it, but one day they might. But it also is practicing. What it's doing for me is teaching me that it's okay to share my story. It's okay for me to open up my truth, regardless of how people receive it. Because Spirit today, right before I hopped on, told me it's not about who is on this journey with you. It's not about how many people are tuning in, are purchasing, know your name, follow your work. It's not about that. What this is about, what is most important, what matters, is the fact that I am putting out my creations, my creativity, my creative brilliance, and to inspire. My hopes is to inspire others to do the same. My hopes is to make an impact in people's lives so that it can bring them a little bit more hope and peace and just encouragement and truth that where they come from matters, that their story matters, that their creativity and their desires and their hearts matter, that their soul, our soul has already chosen its path when before it even entered this earth. We are just now on mission to align with that again, to remind ourselves of that mission. That's funny that I said that. Of that mission. Abundance is what I was going to say as well. So I hope that really does inspire, and on top of that, today Mercury is in retrograde, okay, which, like, the technology is on the fritz. Like, my lives are not being broadcasted to my followers. You may have to unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then hit the notification bell again. You may have to go directly to my channel just to find it. My mom was even trying to just like my daily divine message this morning. Hopefully you can even hear me because my sound was doing all sorts of wonky things last week. So, YouTube, Mercury, technology is going through it. Mercury is the planet of communication, of consciousness, of transportation, of technology. And so, it being in its final days, in fact, it's going to move direct on the full moon in Gemini, which is great. But there's still that post shadow time frame that is about 2 weeks before after Mercury goes direct. So throughout this entire soul cleansing journey, basically, we are going to be having probably some challenges and struggles with getting everyone on to the live, or people being able to reach, hear my message, and for me to be able to reach the people that need to hear this, that want to hear this. But that's okay. I'm just going to keep, I could have waited till the beginning of the year to open up the year with the soul cleansing journey, which I do sometimes, but Spirit told me it was important to close out this year with the soul cleansing journey so that we can move into the next year with a renowned sense of self and hope, because it has been quite a year. 2024 is the year of ending old cycles and beginning new cycles, right? It equals 8. And that is of abundance and expansion and infinite possibilities, but it's also about ending old cycles, beginning new cycles, allowing the past to clear itself out so that you can move into your next timeline. And that can be really, really uncomfortable. Not to mention Pluto shifting in and out of Capricorn and finally permanently being in Aquarius just a few weeks ago for the next 20 years. So we're shifting all of the things. Pluto's the planet of death and transformation, but through facing your fears. So this year has been about transforming our fears into love, raising the density of our frequencies from lack, scarcity, poverty, doubt, shame, guilt into love. And that's why this year in particular, Spirit told me it was time to hop on the YouTube train and to build my YouTube channel to be able to speak to those across the world, even if it is only 2 people at a time or 10 people at a time or sometimes hundreds of people at a time. Because it's about the message that reaches the person that needs it in that time and space, because energy is timeless, it's ageless. So as long as I am putting out the message that Spirit is channeling through me someone's going to hear it from the future, right now. And if they don't, at least I was able to put it out and I am able to hear it back. I listen to every single replay of all of my episodes, from Daily Divine Messages to my Tea and Tarot Tuesdays to my energy check-ins. Every single one that I put out, I listen back, because I have to tune in. When I'm channeling, I'm just channeling what Spirit has in store for me to say to you. But when I listen back, I know that message is also, I need to pick up on myself. Welcome on. Hi, I'm here. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. The book of Banach? Onok? I can never read the names that well, but I'm glad you're here. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. So that's what matters most, my love. So this is a beautiful, powerful, soul cleansing day. This is going to be important for us to really, again, allow ourselves to get out of our head, out of our mind, to really feel in what our vision, what our purpose, what our future has in store for us. Feel what we want to envision, what we want to create. Banach, LOL, instead of Enoch. Okay, I love that. Welcome on, dear. I'm glad you're here. So we're just chatting about, if you missed the beginning part, we're just chatting about our visionary leaderships, our vision for our future. Yesterday, for day 1, we talked about our past and our story, and now we're envisioning the second part of our story. And we want to get really, really bold and creative, because this is not the time to try to make sense of what our vision is. This is not the day, okay? We have week 2 of tapping into our bliss and finding our bliss work, and we have week 3 of taking those transformative actions where we can actually break them down into bite-sized pieces of measurable, time-bound, and specific goals. But today, Spirit wants us to just let our vision run wild, how we want to feel when we, of what our soul's desire is. It's not, and we can start with, having a certain amount of money or a certain kind of job or title or a certain kind of partner, but then go bigger. Spirit says, go bigger, right? What do you want to feel when you use that money to purchase that thing? What do you want to feel when you have that job and that title? What do you want to feel when you are next to that partner or with that counterpart? Joy, right? Bliss, safety, security, protection. You want to feel, I want to feel good. I want to feel happy and secure, content and safe and significant and satisfied. I want to feel love. I want to feel loved, right? I want to feel held. I want to feel like I'm a part of a community. I want to feel, you fill in the blank. How do you want to feel? How do you want to feel? Put that in the chat. Put that in the chat. How do you want to feel of your vision for your future? The leadership that you are. If you are here, you are a visionary leader. And what does that feel like when you can touch the souls of others? When you can tune in and tap in and inspire them to live fully and freely and deeply in bliss? How do you want to feel when you can inspire someone to stay alive, to keep hope, to walk in faith? What does that feel like? What does that feel like? You can journal it, write it down. One of the things I'm envisioning is my 21-day soul cleansing journey workbook, so that there are journal prompts and spaces for you to be able to write this down as we are on these journeys together. One of my visions is to travel the world, to perform with my favorite artists and singers, you know, Alicia Keys and Janae Aiko, right? And Willow and all the beautiful souls that speak love and light into this world. One of my visions is to also be a celebrity tarot reader, is to write best-selling books and travel the world on book tours and perform. That also brings light and hope, because music is also very healing and inspiring. One of my visions is to open centers of performing arts, healing centers. One of my visions is to have a Femrims herbal cafe where you can also, it'd be like a speakeasy, and you can also, like, you know, come and share your music and your art. One of my visions is to be a part and to create a community for children who can go and learn and educate a new kind of school system, a new kind of educational community where they can tap into their starseed superpowers, where they can learn and grow in their own beautiful individual essence, without feeling ashamed, without feeling alone. What are your visions? Nothing is too big, because if it's on your heart, then it's meant for you. If it's on your heart, then it's meant for you. See, I almost covered up this saying here, but I chose not to. I am prepared to succeed. This is what we want to hear today. I am prepared to succeed. God is calling you, equipping you, preparing you according to his purpose. Answer the call. And this is not for, you know, it's not a religious thing. This is our soul encounter, our soul frequency aligning with divine will, divine love. Okay? So let's see what Spirit has to say while we tap into these energies for this beautiful day. Thank you so much for those who are here with me today. The Chariot. Yes, the Page of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Really beautiful. Okay? I'm pretty sure the Page of Wands came out and on my Instagram. The Moon Tarot is who I follow, and I always repost their daily cards that come out, and I'm pretty sure the Page of Wands came out today. Of curiosity. Oh, perfect, right? Innocent and adventure. Of moving in bliss, just following your passion. The Chariot, look, is the unicorn. The unicorn. Hey, let me see if you can see it. You are a unicorn here. You are the unicorn. Spirit says, there, you are so rare. There's not anyone like you, and never ever will be. So that's why it's important for you to follow your passions with the same kind of innocence as a child would go on an adventure and their imagination runs wild, and all of a sudden the floor is lava, and then they're just like on this crazy like space ride, right? And they're just like jumping on rocks in the backyard. But like, have that kind of imagination, Spirit says right now for today. For today's day 2 practice of visionary leadership. The best way to lead is to lead with this beautiful curiosity, without expectations of the outcome, without this feeling of force and control, right? The Eight of Wands. Move, take those action steps, move in your abundance. You see how she's there? It's like leading you to this portal. Move in abundance. And enjoy. The wands are of passion. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We are in Sagittarius season right now. And Aries is really making a big shift for the collective as well, with the North Node in Aries, with Chiron retrograde in Aries. This is a huge for the collective. Aries is about independence. Aries is about the I am. Following its soul purpose for the purpose of soul. Right? Taking those leaps of faith, being the fool, taking, that fool's journey of love when you have no idea where it's going to lead you. But you are a unicorn, and you are balancing and alchemizing and harmonizing the Temperance card, your energy. That's that masculine, feminine energy balancing within ourselves. Of I'm hearing the feminine energy of just pure creativity. Be that receiver, attracting in all of these ideas and just manifesting it by visualizing as big and broad and brilliant as it can be, as bold. And it might feel a little scary, but Oprah says, if it doesn't make you want to pee your pants a little bit, it's not big enough of a dream for you. We do have to kind of expand ourselves. Even if we're just thinking about it, it makes us want to cry, and then it makes us scared. But remember, this week we are focusing on those disempowering beliefs, removing those, overcoming those judgments, so that we can really, really tap in to our bliss and align with our birthright of conscious love. So we are taking our ideas as the feminine energy, and then we are creating a movement as the masculine energy. And we're tempering that and balancing that and alchemizing the hot water with the cold water, merging them together so that it's nice and comfortable, lukewarm water, delicious, warm water we can take a nice bath in, right? We're clearing out all of the toxicities and all of the debris of pain and bodies and trauma, and we're taking all of the quote unquote bad, and we're tempering it, alchemizing it, transmuting it into love, strength. That is power. That is our superpower. Okay? When you can move into this world, into this journey without fear, when you can move into this journey with just the purity of curiosity, when you can even just let yourself, you don't even got to go tell the world yet about your biggest visions. Just write it on a piece of paper. Don't be afraid. And again, don't let the left brain, rational, logical mind try to overpower. This is just an exercise. Just an exercise of what's the biggest dollar sign you want to envision in your account? What's the most fun of a career, a job, or how you want to spend your day, right? Where are the places you want to travel? This is what you're leading. This is the visionary leadership that you are. Thank you, Spirit. Because this is what is going to bring you home, right? Home is where your heart is. And you see she's following the North Star, which is in the center of her heart. This card came out yesterday as well during our extended read. Every week at the beginning of the week, we're going to do an extended read for the entire collective of the feminine, masculine, and collective. But in between those weeks, we're going to do more of a daily, just a smaller divine message from Spirit with these oracles of Beyond Lemuria and the Four Agreements and the Akashic Read, or the Star Child Akashic Tarot. Tap into that life force energy. When you let your imagination run crazy, when you let your mind go to the depths and go to the highest exciting, just completely ridiculous of ideas and passions, you are tapping into that life force energy. Okay? That life force energy is what brings you home. Really beautiful. That life force energy is your North Star. I love that there are also these dolphins on the life force energy. They're so smart, so highly intuitive. They're fun, they're funny, they're soulmates. They literally mate for life, they mate for pleasure. They can communicate no matter how far of distance they are. They can speak to each other telepathically. Spirit is saying, speak to me telepathically. Just think it. I got you. I pick up on those radio waves. Right? Their bubbles, their eyeballs in the bubbles here. Your guides are watching you. They're with you. Your ancestors, they're all with you. As Maya Angelou says, I come as one, I stand as 10,000. These are the 10,000 eyes watching you, of your ancestors, of your earth angels, of your spirit guides. They're all with you, supporting you, preparing you. Beautiful. So don't take anything personally. Our next steps here as we close out this beautiful day 2. Refuse to eat emotional poison. Yes. I love this. These beautiful, oh my gosh, and at the top of the deck, it's another, they're both blowing out. Exhale. Nirvana. And this one says, be impeccable with your word and speak with integrity. I love this refusing to eat emotional poison because it's also kind of like the temperance of transmutation, transmuting the energy. I always think, Nas and Damian Marley's quote, right? They always say, I what does he say? I drink poison and I vomit diamonds, right? Refuse to eat emotional poison. Today we are again letting go. We're going to let go of whatever the doubts of how we're going to get there. Just let your imagination fly. Taking things personally, I'm going to read the little back here. Taking things personally makes you prey for predators. They can hook your attention with one little opinion and feed you whatever poison they want. Refuse to eat the poison. Don't drink that haterade, says Spirit. Okay, let them sip on that haterade over here. Okay, but don't let them feed you poison. All right, they may not be able to see your gifts. They may not be able to see your vision because it's not theirs. It's not for them to see. You see? The dreams that we have, the desires that are in our hearts, we wait and ask for validation for other people to tell us whether or not it's worthy. But it's not for them to validate because it's not their dream. Welcome on, Y. So happy to catch you live. I'm so glad you're here too, my love. Thank you for being here. Not sure how much you were able to catch us live, so you might need to start the live over because we are wrapping up here with our last next steps here from the 4 agreements. And for anyone also who is just tuning in, or if they're not able to catch a live or any other rest of the days, just want a quick shout out and reminder that we do have replays available for purchase too. So you can purchase them individual days or the full 21 day if you ever want to just like listen to them back and whatnot. Y says, I've been on for about a half hour. Okay, good. That's how long we've pretty much been here. So glad you're here. Thank you for chatting, for letting me know that you're here. That makes me really happy. I'm really glad you're here, sister. Yes, that's beautiful. But yeah, this is really wonderful, you guys. Speak with integrity and refuse to eat emotional poison. So I'm hearing, especially with how similar they look here, how they're both blowing out, exhaling. It's like, that's that transmuting, that's that temperance card. Taking all of their poison and turning it into love, turning it into hope, turning it into power, right? The dandelion is, once it ages, it turns into these little fluffy white balls, right? And as children, just like this Page of Wands, when we blow out, that's our favorite part to do with the dandelion, but we don't realize that it's actually transmuting and spreading seeds to create more dandelions. And dandelions are so healing for your body. Yes, Y, exhale that BS. Exhale that BS. Bless and release is what I'm hearing. Speak with integrity. You said we are not waiting to exhale. Yes, Whitney Houston movie. We are exhaling in the moment. That's right. I was actually just thinking that movie too, waiting to exhale. So that might be a movie that might be something to watch during this soul cleansing journey. I wish we could do watch parties. I always talk about that. But waiting to exhale might be a very important, or have some additional, just messages or experiences for someone to watch. But we're exhaling in this moment. The nirvana, my favorite thing of learning about the word nirvana is that exhale, the peace that comes when you exhale. And I'm hearing, because if you think about it, I'm just hearing, don't hold your breath. And that might be one of the poisons that some people try to say when you are sharing your story or your vision with them. And I'm also hearing, Spirit's got a lot of things trying to come through at this in these last few minutes. Don't share your $1 million ideas with nickel-minded people. Amen to that. Yes. I learned that the hard way, right? That's exactly where the poison comes from. If somebody is not supportive of your dreams, it's not because your dreams are not worthy. It's because they don't hold the capacity for that kind of dream. They have penny-minded mentalities, poverty-minded mentalities, lack-minded mentalities, scarcity-minded mentalities, and your frequency is not made for that any longer. That's why you're here on this soul cleansing journey for this visionary, as a visionary leader, right? That's why you're here showing up as the chariot, transmuting with this temperance. Because rebuke and transmute, that's literally what this says. Refuse to eat emotional poison, imbalance, and transmute it into diamonds. Amen, ashe. That is a visionary leader. You don't care what people have to say. You step in your light, you walk in your path, and you move with grace and abundance. And if those gremlins try to come in, you tap into your life force energy. You remember where your heart is. Yes. Elevate you. I'm so glad you're here. Heard that, sis. Amen. Ashe. Yes. Ooh, that brings me emotions. That gets me really excited and just so grateful. So grateful that we can share this message with each other. Thank you for being here. Refuse to eat emotional poison. Transmute, transmute, transmute. Yes, elevate you. Transmute, transmute, transmute. That's what we need to do tonight. Okay, that's what this is our motto for this week, especially because this week is going to be the deepest week, because this week we are facing all of the things that are going to try to that stop us before we begin. Transmute. Whenever these gremlins try to come through, transmute. Transmute. Okay, clap it out. I love it. I love it. Don't let them drink. Don't let them give you that haterade. Okay, they can go over there. So I love this so much. I love this. Regardless of how distant we are in the physical, our spirit and our soul are all interconnected. We are soul family. I'm so glad that we're able to connect from just the pleasures and luxuries of our home. I'm so grateful that we have this privilege and this abundance and this wealth of community. Even if it is, like I said, it's not about, I'm a Taurus moon, okay? It's not about the quantity for me, it's about the quality. All right? The quality of the people that are here raising vibrations into conscious love. That's what matters more. I'd rather have 4 or 5 people who are here just milking and interconnecting and raising and living and thriving together than having 100 people who are just talking crap, sipping on haterade. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're here with me. We went a little bit over the time frame. I was going to try to keep us at under 30 to 45 minutes, but this is okay. Spirit said, we gonna talk, we gonna talk. So I hope that this helps. I hope this day really brings you a lot more excitement for what's to come in your life. There's so much more brilliance that is on your heart that the world is just waiting for. So not to exhale, okay? Don't hold your breath. Time to exhale today. And I hope I see you tomorrow for day 3 of our soul cleansing journey. And until next time, my beautiful beloveds, thank you so much for being here. The light within me honors, values, appreciates, and cherishes the light within you. Namaste. Peace and love. Bye.